Patrick Valentine. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where I play my games. Even talk about wrestling. Even talk about anime. I can't get no satisfaction completing every game to 100%, even if it may seem very tough. Get to the end. I will push hard to reach the end, even if it may seem tough. Complete the game. It doesn't matter what I play, I will achieve victory. Yeah, you will see my gaming prowess. Take me to the end, It doesn't matter what I play, I will push my limits. You will see me reach to the very end. Yes, welcome to my channel. My gaming skills will take me to the end. Like and subscribe! Welcome back to the channel for another AEW review. This time it's Collision. Yeah, Collision was today, so I decided to give it a watch and see what happened. And the show was quite long. This one was a bit of a longer show, but there was a big thing that happened on the show tonight, which I will get to in the main event. So, definitely looking forward to this show. And I'm looking forward to giving my thoughts and opinions on the event. The show kicked off with Brody King and Bandito versus the Gates of Agony in a tag team match, and the victory goes to Brody King and Bandito. Decent little tag team match there to kick off the show. Darby Allin and Jon Moxley are now beginning their feud. And Darby Allin attempted to throw Jon Moxley off a fire safe, but Jon Moxley was saved. So yeah, it seems like they're going to be doing a little feud there between Darby and Jon Moxley. Kind of funny that some people thought Darby was going to be the guy to beat Moxley for the title, but here they are feuding without the title, which honestly I'm okay with that. Because I don't think I really would have wanted to see Darby beat Moxley. Tekla took on Willow Nightingale. There's a new faction with Julia Hart and Sky Blue known as the Triangle of Death, which is interesting. Which is a nice, interesting little faction there they've got going on. And Tekla would walk away with the victory against Willow and would get beat up by the new faction and Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. So, yeah, Willow just got her ass kicked against 5 other girls. I guess she really doesn't have friends. There seems to be Paragon tension backstage as Roderick Strong and Kyle Fletcher, Kyle O'Reilly, sorry, we'll get to him in the main event. He's the Kyle I care about, but, you know, that's what happens when you have so many people with the same name. Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong seem to have tension, well, at least I think so, because Roddy is upset that he's lost Adam as a friend because Adam Cole is injured, and yeah, so there seems to possibly be tension going on there. Not really sure, but yeah, they had a little backstage segment. AEW announced the return of Mercedes Moné on AEW Dynamite next week, which I am looking forward to because I have been wanting to see the fallout of her reaction to her first loss in AEW to Toni Storm, and I'm hoping they can find her like a good person to feud with heading into Forbidden Door. So when it comes to it, like, I don't really know who I could really put her who to think of. Like, Ty Mallow could be an interesting feud choice. I mean, like, having Mercedes work with her would really shut up a lot of the fans that thinks that Mercedes doesn't like her. Like, that would shut up a lot of those fans. Yeah, I don't really know who to really potentially have her feud with. I'm like, hopefully they have her do something at Forbidden Door with her TBS title. But yeah, Ty Mello would be an interesting choice, mainly just to shut up all the people that say that Mercedes and Ty Mello wouldn't work with each other, because, you know, fans have always tried to use the excuse of, oh, Ty Mello's off TV because Mercedes hates her. So I think that would be a good, feud, mainly just to shut up all the idiots that seem to think that they wouldn't work with each other. So yeah. So a match gets confirmed for the Forbidden Door, being Athena versus Timeless Tony. So that match gets made official at Forbidden Door. They also confirm Okada versus Swerve for the AEW Unified Championship at Forbidden Door. So those are going to be good. So those matches are going to be good. FTR would defeat Bang Bang Gang in that tournament where the winners would face the Hurt Syndicate at Forbidden Door. So that tournament is still ongoing to see who become number one contenders. Max Cassler does an open challenge, and he actually wins it because he tends to lose a lot of his open challenges. He defeated Rush, but they say Roosh. So I don't know. I don't really care for this Max Cassler. I don't really get his appeal. But I mean, hey, I'm not gonna like everybody and everything about AEW. So I know, shocker, right? Chris Stanlander takes on a newbie that goes by the name of Lena Cross. This girl wrestles in Australia. She's been wrestling for 8 years, because they said that on commentary. And apparently TNA were trying to sign her. I did see something about TNA trying to sign Lena Cross. So I don't know if AEW have made an offer on her yet, but regardless, it's good exposure for her. I think it's good exposure for her, like getting a job at either TNA or AEW would be good. You know, would be huge, because, you know, because not only A, she's an Australian, but B, getting more Australians in the world of wrestling, you know, would get more eyes on the product and more people to pay attention to other Australian wrestlers that they've never seen before. So while this was a squash match, and some people may think I'd be upset about it, well, I am a little bit, but I also understand. I also understand why. But here's the thing, it wasn't a full-on complete squash. I will say, at least Lena Cross did get some offense in. She did deliver a super kick and a German suplex. So at least she got some offense in before she did lose. So, if it was just a complete squash and she didn't get to showcase what she could have done, then I would have been a little bit more upset. But she was able to get in some offense, so I can at least respect that. Skyflight would defeat STP in another tag team match where that whole tournament where the winner fights Hurt Syndicate. And now for the big main event, for the big thing that I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been waiting for me to talk about. And that is Dustin Rhodes defending the TNT Championship against Kyle Fletcher. Obviously, my boy from down under, Kyle Fletcher. You guys know, if you guys have been paying attention to a lot of these reviews, I have been fully saying for a while that Kyle Fletcher should be the next TNT champion. And I was bummed out that he didn't win the title at All In, and they gave it to Dustin Rhodes. So when I heard that this match was made official, I was really hoping they would have Kyle win, and my prayers had been answered. So good job, Tony Khan. Good job. Thank you for pushing an Australian that isn't named Tony Storm. Because I'm gonna be honest, I will be honest, it kind of feels like a Rhea Ripley situation here. It feels like a Rhea Ripley situation. Like, the only Australian WWE would push is Rhea Ripley. Like, sure, Bronson Reed and several others get pushed, but not pushed to the levels of winning championships and becoming major stars, if you know what I mean. So it's more the case of, hey, like, when I mean pushed to become champions. So it kind of felt like Toni Storm is the Rhea Ripley of AEW in a way, where she's always champion, where she's like the one that gets more of a push than the others. So I am glad that AEW now has 2 Australians as champions in AEW. So I am happy about that. I don't really care where Lena Cross goes, if she goes to TNA or AEW. Regardless, like, it's going to be a good opportunity for her if she signs with either one of those promotions. But I just don't want her in WWE because I don't really trust WWE with her, if I'm being completely honest. But regardless, Kyle Fletcher and Dustin Rhodes have a fun little Chicago street fight, and the right guy won. Kyle Fletcher won, the right guy went over. He's now the TNT champion, the right guy won, and Dustin Rhodes did the honors. Put over the young rising star in Kyle Fletcher. Man, Kyle Fletcher's awesome. He is the future of AEW. He has a bright future. AEW, Australia has never had a world champion in America. There's never been an Australian wrestler that has won a world title in America. Well, when it comes to major promotions, when it comes to big level promotions like TNA or AEW or WWE. Like, Kyle Fletcher has that talent to be that guy. He has that talent to be that guy. I also thought Buddy Murphy could have also done that because of how good he was. But yeah, there's been no Australian wrestler that has won a world title on American soil yet. So I am hoping that eventually happens at some point. So overall, I'm looking forward to it. I'm very happy for Kyle Fletcher. He is now the TNT champion. I still believe he should have won it at All In, but I get why they did it, because they wanted to give Dustin a big feel-good moment that he won it in his home state. You know, it's the same thing they did with Saraya. They had her win the AEW Women's Championship just because they were in the UK and nothing else. If that event was not in the UK, I can probably guarantee you she wouldn't have won the championship. And it was also and I won't say it was the same thing with Mariah May, because at least she actually did have an actual title run. But AEW does tend to have the hometown people win in their hometown. Outside of the one time they didn't have a few Australians like Harley Cameron and Buddy Murphy not win in Grand Slam Australia, but that's besides the point. They do tend to have the hometown people win a lot. So overall, I am happy. Kyle Fletcher finally got his moment. Kyle Fletcher is now the TNT champion. I am looking forward to his title reign. I'm hoping his title reign goes off very, very well. Very happy for him. And that's all I've got for this Collision review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button and subscribe. And I will see you all next time.